Buenas noches, ¿cómo estás? ¿Están lista por los chistes? What the hell? Come down from Montana, they told me I needed to learn some Spanish, so I started doing Rosetta a couple times a week, and it works really well. You know, I think I learned about all I can learn. Her husband come home early from work one day, caught us, and won't let me come over to the house no more. Now, the first time I came to California was actually back in the early 90s. I used to rodeo a lot, and I come down from Montana. We were heading out to the Cow Palace, and we stopped up in North Highlands and needed to get some fuel, and there's this old boy with a mohawk in there, and a bunch of different colors on it, and we started fueling up, and I just looked at him. I was like, he goes, "What are you looking at, foo?" I'm serious, man. He called me foo. I'm like, "Dude, I'm looking at you. About 18 years ago, I got drunk, fucked a rooster. I think you're my kid." That was my first experience that I ever had with bad drivers, really. You know, I was coming down 80 there, and this Asian guy pulls up right behind me. And I don't mean to piss anybody off. This is just a true story. Got right on my tail, traffic backed up, come around me, and got right in front of me. You know, I got to think, you know, I've heard people say, you know, two are better than one. Well, I got a glass eye. I only got one eye, so I can pretty much be blindfolded with a nickel. You can blindfold those some bitches with some baling twine, I swear to God. Anyway, I made some bumper stickers. I didn't bring one up. Hold on. Shit. I thought I'd put my creative juices to work here. I looked up, quit riding my ass in Chinese. I figured I'd try and learn how to write it. I found it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I got these on sale. Usually $5. I'll sell them for $4 for tonight. But anyway, we got down to the Cow Palace, and you know, we had our rodeo and everything, and we didn't do very good. And we started looking in San Francisco for a cowboy bar afterward to go do some dancing and stuff. And you know, as you can about imagine, there ain't no cowboy bars in San Francisco. So we're driving around, and we find a sports bar. My buddy goes, "Hey, there's one over there. They got a sign in the window that says $5 Blue Moon pitchers." So we went in there, and we're partying, and it didn't take us very long to find out they had $10 Blue Moon catchers too. So this one old boy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, you a rodeo cowboy?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You ever make a whistle?" I said, "Yeah, I make a whistle all the time." Just made it again. Well, that kind of torqued him off, and we started getting in a tussle there. Now, I've done a little bit of boxing. I've done a whole bunch of wrestling. They got a different kind of fight in San Francisco. I like to call it Peter Puffin' Puppy Punching. And I'll show you what it looks like in a second, but I'll describe it first. Think of a dog trying to tread water and a gay man trying to get his point across when he's upset. It looks a lot like this. That's Peter Puffin' Puppy Punching. Anyway, you know, dating up here in California is a little bit different. Before I get into that, let me tell you a little bit what it was like back home. You know, when I was back home up there, you know, 800 people in our town, any possible single woman that ever come, you know, available, we've met.
I'm gonna get Chucky.
And it was kind of like, you know, Dad would come up, put his arm around me. "Hot damn, son, your mom's cousin Brian, his baby sister, just broke up with your brother. I want you to get on over there before Billy Johnson finds out about it." That's bad. The other way, you know, we don't have too many bars down there. The big social gatherings down the stockyards. We go down there, sell our calves and stuff, and we have, you know, keg beer and stuff down there. And they'll let you know when a new batch of singles come out too. You'll hear something like, "Hey, but all right, I'm gonna get let my walking boys. Here come my 29 what are you gonna give for them? I got a $25 bidding now." You gotta be quick. Lot 29 is the one you want. I snuck out back and looked at lot 30. They're black. Sheep, black sheep. Your old man would be pissed you bring one of them home. Not that they're any different from the other ones. I mean, granted their wool's a little bit tough. You can't really spin it into anything quick. You got to weave it. But it's waterproof, so there's a plus right there. All right, so now we're going to get into dating in California. Hold on a second. catch my breath. All right, you come down here, you got your eHarmony, you got your Match.com, you got speed dating, which is almost a good idea. You know, they cut through a lot of the bullshit, you know, with the speed dating. And anyway, this gal sits down and she goes, "Hi, my name's Cindy." And I said, "You want to fuck?" Yeah, I know, I go to court on Tuesday for that one. But no, I'm serious. I figured, you know, I'd start off slow. I'd get me a country girl, you know, from a small town. You know, this kind of small town where everybody knows your shit. Well, I found one of them, and we went out to dinner at this Chinese restaurant, and we had a good meal. The guy brings me the ticket and the fortune cookie. I crack it open and said, "Don't do it, fucker, she's got herpes." So then I dumped that one. I came down, I got me a hoity-toity gal, you know, the real fancy kind. And she said, "You know, you need to do a little bit of grooming. You need to do some waxing down there." I ain't waxing down there. Well, she started the negotiation process, and she goes, "Well, if you do that, you can get this." And so I'm waxing, and anyway, I got a vasectomy about 7 years ago. That waxing found a stitch that was left down there, or a splinter, I don't know, we couldn't tell. But I looked down there, and my little buddy looked like a wax worm, wiggling, trying to stay off a hook. And he was about as pale as one too. I was like, "Damn, I got to get you some sun." But then, you know, she gets down, she brings me one of those maxi pads with wings. And she goes, "You're going to need this because you're bleeding here and there and up there." And so I ripped that sticker off and I stuck it down there, pulled up my britches, and I was goddamn, that's pretty comfortable. If I'd have known about that, I might have got 2 more years out of my rodeo career. Well, guys, that's all the time I got for this set. I'll be doing a few more sets. I'm working through a bunch of material tonight for my electronic press kit and getting ready to go do a bunch of tours on the road, so we'll bring up your next comedian. Thanks for listening and laughing.